Hello and welcome to your Thursday, April 12th edition of the Daily 49. I'm your host, Shania Gallegos. Investigators are looking to identify a woman attempting to use checks belonging to a deceased man. The woman seen here is attempting to cash the stolen check at the Kirkland Federal Credit Union on the 6400 block of Gibson Southeast. The man's widow tells us that her storage shed was broken into and a box of her late husband's checks from a closed account were stolen. According to reports, several attempts had been made by numerous individuals signing her husband's name, attempting to get cash. At least one individual involved has been identified. Now investigators are asking for help IDing this woman. If you have any information, contact Detective Cody Holmes at 505-768-4881. Alert, the analysis-led recidivism team has listed another active offender. This is 23-year-old Dina Diaz. A warrant was issued for her in January for failing to appear on auto theft and drug possession charges. Diaz is 4 foot 10 inches tall and weighs 110 pounds with brown hair and eyes. Crime Stoppers has issued this bulletin trying to get the public's assistance in locating her. 2 more names have been added to the Real-Time Crime Center's Most Wanted Fugitives list. 22-year-old Antonio Montoya is wanted for beating up not just his ex-boyfriend, but also the ex's current partner. Montoya is 6'2" and weighs 145 pounds with brown hair and eyes. Valley Impact is looking to bring him in to face 2 counts of aggravated assault and felony aggravated battery charges. A warrant was issued on April 5th for his arrest. Valley Impact is also looking for 34-year-old Stephen Gomez. Gomez sold jewelry to Buffalo Exchange that was stolen during a residential burglary. Gomez is 5'6" and weighs 175 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. He is facing charges of receiving stolen property. A warrant was issued for his arrest in mid-March. 2 people have been indicted in the death of an 86-year-old great-grandmother found dead in her northeast Albuquerque home last year. Back in May, 86-year-old Josephine Ortega was found with her hands zip-tied behind her back and suffocated with the plastic bag over her head. Last week, a grand jury indicted her nephew, 55-year-old Craig Smith, and his 40-year-old girlfriend, Yvonne Jaramillo, on a number of charges including murder, aggravated burglary, and conspiracy. The 2 were arrested last year in connection to the killing of 56-year-old Terry Williams, whose burned body was found in the East Mountains last April. Smith was already in jail awaiting trial in that case. Investigators know of the whereabouts of Jaramillo and are said to be taking her into custody in the near future. According to court documents, store security cameras show Smith purchasing the same type of zip ties used to bind Ortega around the time of her death. Jaramillo's DNA was found on a lipstick-stained cigarette butt outside of Ortega's home, and phone records show that she made 4 calls to the victim's home the night of the homicide. The victim's family told detectives they believed Miss Ortega was killed by someone she knew and trusted, being that she was found just in her pajamas. Otherwise, she would have been wearing a robe over her pajamas. And that's going to wrap up today's edition of your Daily 49. Coming up next are your 1010s and crime apps. Please be safe on all your shifts, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.